everyone, welcome into the Flippin Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star, and today we're just going to kind of check in to see where everyone is at with the May listing challenge. If you're a longtime viewer of the channel or a longtime member of our Facebook group, Flippin Hippos Reseller Pod, you know that we've been doing these listing challenges all year. We started in January of 2021, and we've been doing them every single month. So what the listing challenges are is basically just a way to personally challenge yourself to do X amount of listings or get through X amount of death piles or organize your shipping area or go through your inventory. We call it the listing challenge, but it doesn't have to be about listing. It's any reselling related challenge or goal you want to set for yourself for that particular month. And you can change them from week to week. You can change them from day to day. All along this year, I have been saying one of the reasons we do this is because you can personally challenge yourself, but at the same time, hold yourself accountable because you're letting folks know in the listing challenge threads that are like the accompaniment to the videos in the Facebook group, what they are. Once you announce to someone else, whether it's just a friend or a spouse or to a Facebook group, once you let it be known publicly that you intend to do something, you've held yourself accountable. Nobody likes to admit failure. Nobody likes to say, hey, I'm going to do this and then not do it. So it's holding yourself accountable while personally challenging yourself to be better every single day, every single week, every single month as 2021 goes on. And it does not have to just be listing. It can be any challenge you want. If you have a horrendous inventory system that's a mess and you want that to be your challenge, say in June when we start a new month, that could be your challenge for June, that you just want to redo your inventory system. If you know that you can list more than you're listing, challenge yourself to do that. Challenge yourself to source less or source more, whatever it is that you feel like you need to do. I always tell folks before you set your goal and challenge yourself and then let it be known to everyone in the threads what you're going to do, just kind of sit down and think about it. Maybe make a list of what you wish you were doing, what you wish was going on. Do you wish your death piles were gone? Just things that you see around you based in your reselling business that you just wish could change or be better. And then work off of that. Challenge yourself or make goals based on that. The other thing I would like to add, this may be, something a lot of you have already heard a lot, but if you're new, you haven't heard this, and it is so super important. If you don't meet your goals, you need to sit down and figure out why, because it's not always a failure. Sometimes things outside of our own control happen, and we aren't able to meet our goals, and we need to not allow ourselves to feel badly or feel like we're a failure because of that. Sometimes we set our goals a little too high and they are just unattainable, unrealistic. If you set 20 listings a day as your goal and you notice that week after week you're only doing 5 or 10 a day, you need to sit down and take a look at why. If it's because your life is really busy and you have a lot going on and maybe you have another job or you have kids, whatever's going on, everybody's situation is different. But whatever's going on, if it's something that's out of your control, if it's just that's not attainable for you, then you want to lower your goal because no one wants to not meet their goal week after week, month after month. It's a very bad feeling. And don't feel like you're a failure. If it's not your fault, it's not your fault. Now, if you sit down and you're honest with yourself and you say, I'm continually not meeting my goals or hitting my achievements because I'm loafing around and, as Robert would say, fiddle farting around, watching Netflix, reading books, farting around on social media, all the things that we do that waste time, then you need to take a look at that and wipe those time wasters out. Get rid of them, stop doing them so much, and focus more on your business and your goals. That's not to say that we all shouldn't have hobbies and things we like to do and time-wasting things once in a while. It's all about balance. So reward yourself. If you're a person who likes to waste time on social media, don't allow it to keep you from getting your work done, but use it as a reward system. So if you want to list 10 items a day, tell yourself when you're done with those 10 items, you get a half an hour to fiddle fart around on Facebook and look at cat memes or whatever it is you do. Rewarding yourself is a really good way. I call it bribery sometimes, to get yourself to do what you need to do. I don't always want to work either, guys. I'm not always ramping, raring, ready to go. I'm not always, overachiever, excited. I want to do all this stuff. So there are days when I wake up and I just don't want to, but I know I need to because it's in my bullet journal. It's on my to-do list. It's a goal I'm trying to hit. And so I do little briberies along the way. When I finish this task, I can set my timer and go on Facebook for 15 minutes. When I finish this task, I can go sit down and read a chapter of my book. I love to read. Most of you know that I'm a huge bookworm. If I finish all of my goals for the whole week and I'm exactly where I need to be come Friday afternoon, I'll take half the day off and have date night with Keith. And we get in food, we get takeout, we watch movies, we play World of Warcraft together. And that is a huge reward at the end of the week that I work towards every week, because I don't ever want there to come a Friday where I have to work because I didn't hit my goals during the week. So I try really hard Monday through Thursday to make sure that I'm hitting all my goals. So Friday nights I can take off early and have date night and watch movies and all that good stuff, the food, the World of Warcraft. So do something like that for yourself. Plan a whole day, a Saturday, and do something fun with the family and work towards that all week. So absolutely balance. You cannot be all work either. You have to feed your soul and you have to spend time with your loved ones and your family and friends. So kind of work on that balance so that you're working and then taking a break and doing something fun. And then you're working. You can write it all down on your to-do list or your bullet journals. If you're not keeping a to-do list or a bullet journal, you should be. I don't know why you're not, because you can put photograph 20 plush, 15 minutes on Facebook. List 10 plush, half an hour on book, whatever you want to do. But it is very important if you're not meeting your goals to find out why. If it's out of your control, it's out of your control. There's nothing you can do. It's just not realistic for you. If it's you wasting time or being lazy, fix it. Fix it. Get a piece of paper. You don't even have to have a bullet journal. Just get a piece of paper and write on it every night, last thing before bed, or first thing in the morning, depending on what type of personality you have. Some folks like to do this at night. Some like to do it first thing in the morning. But write down all the things you need to accomplish that day, what you want to accomplish that day, what you need to do, and that includes appointments outside of the house and all that good stuff. And then add your rewards in or whatever you need to do. So that is in a nutshell what the listing challenge is, why we do it, how we do it. Are you participating? Because if you're not, you can jump in wherever you are. We only have a week left in May, and you can still jump in for May. There are really no rules about that. We have a special thread in our Facebook group, Flippin Hippos Reseller Pod. You can find it by searching on Facebook or using the link down below. If you go into the announcements section of the group, then you will find that there's a thread there that I update every Saturday. So weekly, we check in. You can change your goals. You can jump in wherever you are. You don't have to wait till Saturday. You could jump in whenever you want, whenever you would like. But that's where you find it, and it does get replaced every week with a new, this is the third check-in. This is the first, second, whatever week we're in that month. And everybody kind of checks in and talks to each other and holds each other accountable, cheers each other on. So we have 1 week left for March. So, sorry, this is not March. This is May. I don't know where my head is. Back in 2020 somewhere, pre-shutdown. We have 1 week left in May. So if you started this in May, or if you started this week, just think about where you're at and where you want it to be. And remind yourself we got 1 week left. So whatever you need to do to accomplish what you need to accomplish, you got about 7 days, 6 days to do it. Start making the list if you need to. Start working harder if you need to. Do what you need to do. So we will be back in June. I'm going to do a special video. I haven't been doing the videos as often as I was at the beginning of the year. I was doing one each month as we started a new challenge and one each weekend as we checked in. But we are so super busy here. We are getting ready to leave the state of Pennsylvania in a couple of months and relocate across country to Florida. We've got about 7 weeks left here. So we have been super, super busy. I just haven't had time to do a video every single weekend. But I will be doing a June listing challenge video at the beginning of June to get everybody motivated and ramped up. And I'm going to have a special challenge for you guys. Just a little special extra challenge just to keep folks motivated through the summer slowdown. Because I know it's hard to stay motivated sometimes when things are slow. But sometimes a challenge is what you need. All right, think about where you're at, where you need to be. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, do so. Here, let me show you real quick before I let you go. I will even show you where to find the thread so that you can participate. So if you're in the group, if you're not, you should be. If you're in the group, you go up here to the top, and this is very similar on the phone, just a little bit different. But click on announcements. And if you are a member of the group, you should be checking these announcements often. I am recording this on May 25th, by the way. So if you're watching this later and you're like, why is that at the top for May 25th? It's because I'm pre-recording this video for you guys. But anyway, if you are a member of the group, you should be checking into the announcements. Every so often, it's where I put all the good, really good information and stuff. When I do giveaways, I put it in there. When I put up new videos, when there's information that comes out from eBay or the reselling community, it all goes in here. So make sure you're checking the announcements once in a while. It's also where I put the participation threads. So for those of you that say, hey, I never saw like the Wednesday thread where we can post our listings and get help and critique and feedback, it may not come across your feed. It may not come across your main feed. It may not even come up in the group for you. That's why it's important to check on the announcements. So here it is. Listing challenge May 21, 2021. Check-in number 3. So it kind of looks like this every month. Sometimes I make a different graphic or add different things. But it will say listing challenge, biggest day. It'll have the month we're in and what check-in we're on. And then I update it every Saturday with a little paragraph, and then folks just check in, and everyone gets to see where we're at and hold themselves accountable, as well as hold each other accountable and cheer each other on. And sometimes we need a little lifting up too, and we do that. So there's a link in the box to join the group if you're not in it already. We have so much fun in there. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to comment down below with some goals or ideas, you can do that. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps the channel. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe. Help us feed our hungry hippos. Until next time, go be productive. Go work on those goals, guys. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate all of our viewers and subscribers. Y'all are the best. Bye.